Hello, family. It's Ariana, your tarot life coach, bringing you your April tarot scopes. And yes, they will be out in sections. So be patient with me, guys. I've been going through a whole lot in March. So with that being said, let's talk about what's going on in the celestials. And like I always say, I am not an astrologer. I'm just sharing with you a little bit of my perspective of what I see and what I've heard. All right. So on April 5th, we have this wonderful energy called the new moon in Aries, which is kind of pushing us out of our comfort zone and getting us ready to start and initiate new things in our life. On the 10th, you know, we just got through this Mercury retrograde. We're going to be in the shadow period still. We're going to catch some shade, guys. We're going to catch some shade. But on the 10th, Jupiter is going to go retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius. And it'll be there until August 11th. So we have from the 10th to August 11th to reassess our goals and kind of use that energy to kind of reformat and readdress how we want to expand, right? On the 17th, Mercury will be moving into Aries. Finally. On the 19th, we have another full moon in Libra, 29 degrees, which is in the last degree of Libra, and is doing that finalizing on relationships. And relationships don't just have to be romantic, but this is kind of the checks and balances that we need to do to make sure that we're moving in the right direction. On the 20th, happy Taurus season. And we also have Venus entering into Aries. So we'll have Mercury in Aries and Venus. So be prepared for like all of that fiery energy. Now on the 24th, we have some interesting energy. Pluto will be going retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. And then on the 29th, we have Saturn going retrograde in the sign of Capricorn also. Pluto will be there until October 3rd, and Saturn will be there until September 18th. So Pluto is the planet of transformation, and y'all know how I feel about Big Daddy Saturn, right? He is here for you to be responsible about your transformation. So are you going to step up and show up this year, or are you going to let other people tell you how to do it? And I feel like this is where you're going to take full control of how you want to show up in the world. So those are just some things that we got going on upstairs. Utilize them to your benefit. Now, as a collective, let's take a moment. I'm going to be using the Sacred Power Reading cards by Anna Stark. Absolutely love these cards. And we'll be doing a Pick Your Energy. So which will it be? Will it be 1 or will it be 2? If you chose card number 1, it's the thunder and the lightning. This is Isis. And she's like, it's time to get up, get out, and do something. You need to go be social this month. You need to have a great time. Things that you were once loyal to, you will not be loyal to them any longer. Comes down to the number 18, which is a 9. There's going to be some big endings, especially probably around that full moon, because y'all know Isis don't play. She's ready to get you where you need to be. All right, whether that's emotionally, career-wise, however you want to look at it, loyalties are going to shift. All right, now, if you chose card number 2, you have the truth. This is card number 35. He's taking off the mask. 35 comes to an 8. 8 is about communication, travel, and expression, right? Infinity sign. It's time to kind of express who you really are, to remove your mask, but be aware that others are wearing masks also. But the truth is going to come out this month. So be prepared. Be prepared to share your truth as well as be willing to accept the truths of others. All right. So we have the beautiful lightning and truth coming through for you guys this month. Stay tuned. We have some beautiful reads coming in, guys. And if you're interested in a personal read, hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com or on the gram at Ariana Luciano. Be blessed, fam. Hello, Leos. It's Ariana, your tarot life coach, bringing you your April tarot scope, baby. Big hugs, lots and lots of love, high fives, and some damn dirty shoulder rubs. What's up, Leos? I hope you are doing super fantabulous. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, hitting that like, that share, maybe even subscribe. And if you'd like to be a part of this channel and help us grow, and you don't know how, you can hit the like, the share, subscribe, and even donate to my PayPal. It's in the link. So with that being said, let's jump into our mind, body, and soul, and then we will jump into our tarot read. And I'm going to tell you immediately from seeing the cards that came out, this is going to be a very transformative month. I feel like the retrograde that we experienced in March, and I'm getting a little emotional because there's a lot here. There's a lot of trauma and a lot of growth that's about to happen. And I might get a little shaky. I am a Leo, and so my heart's already kind of hurting. So let's jump in and let's talk about what energy is coming in. So our power animal, and this is for sun, moon, and rising, our power animal that's coming in is the fox. And it's about being sly and spirited and quick and cunning. But the thing is I noticed that the falcon, the fox, and the alligator are all looking to the left, right? For me, it's the left. To you, it might be the other way. But they're all looking in a direction, and they're looking in the past. And so the fox is telling you to use the skills that you've learned so that you don't get stuck in the patterns of the past, okay? So this is about taking life lessons and opposed to labeling them good or bad, but kind of saying, okay, I want to get out of the cycle. I want to change this. I want something different. What can I do to get there? So there's unlimited possibilities of that happening. This is about being flexible, being cunning, and stop fighting the way things are. It's almost like a sweet surrender, okay? A sweet surrender in the moment so that you're not being, I would say, held down by your past and afraid of the future. But this is just about letting things happen, all right? Now, in our mind space, in our minds, we have here, there, and now, the here and now. However, it's reversed. So this is us going to our past and letting our past define us, letting our past put labels on us. Maybe we're too ambitious in the past and we weren't able to see some of those things. But the past and the future are illusions, okay? And it's time to live in the moment. Come back from that and realize the magic that you truly possess, Leo. And this is a very karmic read, okay? And when I say karma, I always clarify this, I don't mean bad things. I mean, it's the law of cause and effect, okay? Take it how you want to. Comes down to the number 32. That's why I say it's karmic, because it's a 5. 5 for me is like a karmic lesson. It's just something that we're here to learn, right? Now, on a physical aspect, we are in our element. We're the Ace of Wands. This is tall coming at us. And you know, this falcon energy, it's just looking at the here and now. I can't even talk right now. And this is actually the spirit of initiative. It's time to be creative. And the thing that was sticking out to me the most when I was looking at this is, you see those like 3 little dots at the top, right? It looks like those little like timing things. And then I didn't see the snake earlier. So it's time to shed skin, weigh our options. We have the Ankh of life and we have a bowl to create something new, right? So I'm more drawn to that than I am the Ace of Wands. So we know we need to start something new. However, it's time to shed the skin, weigh the options, get into balance, and create. Okay? And how are we going to do that? We're going to go to the Nahualli deck and we're going to use the alligator energy. Okay, this is such an interesting card, and I might take a little bit long on this card, but the Nahualli believed that the alligator is about karmic lessons, tests, and trauma. Okay, now trauma is anything that you experience out of the ordinary that shakes you up. That's my definition. It does not have to mean that you were kidnapped or anything extreme. It could be you didn't have money for the month of April and you were afraid you couldn't pay the rent, and for a while you were in a state of panic. Okay, that's a trauma. That's something that's what is it? Financial insecurity. So those kinds of things do happen. Okay, but this is going from chaos to trauma to creating. And the reason is why the creators, the God creators in the Nahualli time, pulled the alligator out of the water and formed dry land from his massive back, okay? The mythology of alligator is moving from the chaos of the ocean, that's your emotions, to the trauma and forming the land on this ancient beast. And they're like, this is like a living dinosaur. So it's like, you got some tough skin, Leo. You have got some really tough skin. You have endured a lot of stuff, and now you're trying to create something new. But the thing is, you have endured it. It does not mean it defines you. So this is your opportunity. You need to look at the situation. It's saying new beginnings are always difficult. However, it's time to, it says it worked, you've worked for it. Everything that you've worked for, it just feels like everything is falling apart because it's beginning to change. The cycles are ending. You're understanding. So the alligator's beautiful ancient skin, wisdom that is imparted through the experience of overcoming challenge and giving birth, because remember the earth was created from it, to a new and improved self, stronger for having been victorious in the face of that fearful situation. So the vibe that I'm getting is like,
something happened. Probably a lot of things happened, right? And during that time that it happened, even though you've moved on and you've healed, sometimes you relive them. Sometimes they come back. And then you let it define you. And it's time to start over. On a soul level, you have the Wounded Healer. The Wounded Healer is such a powerful card. It talks about, yeah, you need healing. And as you need healing and as you're healing yourself, you are healing others. So it talks about some of the greatest healers have to go through the process themselves. Your strength lies in the difficulties that you have overcome. One way to work with this is to start journaling, listing your wounds or your challenges from the past and how you overcame each one. And remember that you are healing those aspects about yourself. So a lot of times we refer to myself, I'm going to go to a spiritual healer. I'm going to go to a spiritual healer. I like to consider myself not so much a spiritual healer, but I like to empower. I want to be a spiritual empowering person. I want to give you or help you recognize the tools that you possess inside of you so that you don't have to rely on anyone, but realize the magic that you have inside. And that is the beauty of when you have had to go through traumas and when you have had to reinvent yourself so many times. But now it's time, Leo. Now it's time for you to heal yourself. You don't have to be strong all the time. You don't have to be this ancient, archaic dinosaur carrying all of the weight on your shoulders. This is your time to start fresh. And this is the moment that you've been waiting for. All right? So your numbers that you have going on for you are 23, 1, and 9 because of the ace, right? And 23, 1, and 9 came down to 519 for me. Keep going, Leo. You have a positive outlook. Don't stop, okay? 519 comes to 69. So as you spend time working on activities related to your spiritual passions and gifts, just know that things are going to improve. You're changing your perspective. 69 comes to the number 15. You're going through a lot of changes. Stay positive, be optimistic. And then 15 comes down to the number 6. For me, this is pleasures and enjoyments, but don't obsess too much about the material. Your guides are there to bless you, your angels, your ancestors, things are going to come in. If you're worried or if you're afraid, the things that you're afraid of are blocking your blessings, okay? So that is our mind, body, and soul. The message that I have written here for you are, there's so many old cycles that keep replaying. It's time to start over. It's time to actually, like, remember the old days with the VHS? It's time to get the VHS, like, out of the tape player and, like, pull that stuff out and get a new one, okay? Get a new one. Get a CD or a DVD, whatever they use now, because I just used Apple TV. So healing is a theme. You're able to transcend situations and grow. Nothing can stop you. The only thing that's stopping you, Leo, is you. All right, and I'm taking this very much to heart right now. So with that being said, let's jump into our tarot read. Sorry I took so long. It's just going to be an intense month, Leo. Be sure that you're journaling. Be sure that you're clearing that heart space and loving on yourself and doing everything that you need to do to create a safe place. This card shows the energy that you have for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, got a 3 big baby. We got some exciting things. All right, Leo, who's this air sign? Okay, who's the air sign? So I have your spirit guide protecting you from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or from you acting a fool on the internet. We're sending out crazy messages, okay? Be very aware that this energy is out there. People are still in their feelers this first 2 weeks of April, okay? Okay, got the first 2 cards. Oh, I love the mind, body, and soul. It's my favorites. First position, we had a false start. We're carrying our emotions on our back still. We're upset. I can feel that. Whoa. Everything came out. I got a little carried away. Hidden influence. What's the hidden influence? Huh. Oh, we were deceived. Oh, the deception is real. I'm laughing because I'm like, oh my. Okay, this is how it came out, and I'm going to leave it there for the final. Okay, and then I'm going to straighten these cards out so we can get a better view. And I'm probably going to have to move this. Here we go. Overall, guys, there is a huge victory. Look at this. Look at this bot. I'm going to have to go turn my dryer off. Give me a moment. Sorry, if not, it's going to keep beeping and it's going to drive me insane. So I was saying, like, at the bottom of the deck, this is really interesting. Some of us were offered a beginning, a new beginning, right? We're like, oh, here's the seed. But there was information that was withheld, all right? And I feel like it was like good cop, bad cop situation. That's what that's screaming to me. However, Leo, you're going to have the victory, all right? All right, let's see what's going on. So you have this false start with the Ace of Wands. And this is also like, check your health. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. And this is you shining a light on some emotional stuff that's been going on. This Ace of Wands reverse is the High Priestess scepter, okay? So this was about getting things seen. So some things that were done in the dark are now coming to the light. Vigilance. So this is about being aware of what's going on. The stone people doesn't necessarily mean to be, what is the word, like afraid. You're not afraid of something that's going to happen, but it's about being aware of the energies that are around you, right? And you kind of felt that, you noticed it, Leo. However, in the present, you're feeling a little restricted. You feel like there's like a lot of people around you talking, possibly dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with all this air at the beginning. And it's just heavy. It's weighing on your back. It's too much for you. So let's see how to kind of work through this energy. I'm sorry, I'm just all shaky right now. Hold on, there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're getting observer, and I feel like we need to really pay attention. You got stone people, and now we have vigilance. And it's looking at this new moon. New moon is on the 5th of April. And it's in Aries. It's in our sister sign. And Aries is about get up and do it, baby. I feel like if Aries could talk, it'd be like, why are you still sitting there? Anyways, this is going on. It comes down to the number 13, which comes down to the number 4, right? 49 makes 13, comes down to 4. Foundational situations. But we can't see the trees in the forest, or we can't see the forest because of the trees. We're all like muddled in there. We need to take a step back. We need to clear our energy. We need to clear our mind, and we need to observe with vigilance what's going down, because the hidden influence is the Magician reverse. And this to me is the trickster of all tricksters, baby. Okay? This is, hey, how are you doing? And then they're like, oh my gosh, I ran into so-and-so. She looked horrible. And you're like, what the hell? Like, I don't understand, you know? So I kind of feel like, and this is somebody with your work because of the 10 of Pentacles being reversed. This is somebody in the family, someone very close. And it's like you're unable to see it because it's right in front of you. And yes, it's about a job offer too, because I have 2 10s coming out. Yes, Leo, you are right. I'm going to tell you, this person, oh, I don't know, I feel like they wear a lot of yellow, or they're super sunny. They're really nice on the outside, but there's something that they're hiding, okay? Because the advice to solve the situation is there's a splitting, there's a change of ways, because in this card, this is when the snake and the falcon were friends. They were buddies, the eagle. And they used to protect the tree of life. However, one day the snake went away to go gather food, and the bird ate his babies. As he returned, he found that his babies were eaten. It's someone who kind of like takes advantage of your kindness or your niceness, or they take it for weakness, and it's not that. And the way to overcome that, Magician, is you have to shine your light. You see how bright that sun is? You gotta be the light in this moment. You really wanna meet them at their little trickster level, but this is not the time to do it, because you're going to get something even better, something that's going to work out better for you, okay? So I want to see how to work with this 10 of Pentacles. Let's see what's going on here. Want to see which deck to use. Okay, we're going to go with the Byzantine. What do we need to know about the 10 of Pentacles? Huh? Okay, I see. So, Leo, upright. This is a vibe I'm getting. It's all cups, so it's an emotional thing, right? It's something that you really, really wanted. You should have been celebrating. You should, look, see that little trickster in yellow? Yellow, kiss the fellow, what? 7 of Cups. And this 7 of Cups is different in this deck. I kind of feel like she's like, how did you not pick me? This is Leo, like, look at all my awards. Look at how great I was. And then there was 2, and they're gonna miss you. All right, that's C3, 1, 2, and we could even make it even better. Look, we can make it fall like this. They're talking about how great you were, how wonderful you were, everything that you used to do. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to take my big cup and I'm going to put that stuff up because I'm going to go where I shine. And that is your key this month, Leo. It's to shine. And if you see right here, you have your spirit guide up in front of you with his little sexy legs. And this is you. You got your wall of fire up. You're protecting your energy. You're not going down in this situation. All right? They're going to miss you. So I want to see what the spirit guide is about for you. Okay, animal deck. No, okay. Okay, we're going to go with this deck. What does the spirit guide have for Leo? Look at the trees. So there's something about trees being very grounded. Roots. For some of y'all, this is in your family. Okay, it's in the family tree. It was a secret that was kept from you. It's going to come through. It's going to lead for you to be healed. Okay, there's healing in this situation. Stay very grounded as you move forward. Now, I want to see what this Prince of Wands has for you, because I feel like the Prince of Wands is like, ha, back, give me 50 feet, right? I know I say the oddest stuff. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like my cards talk to me sometimes, and I just be making up whole conversation with them sometimes. 4th card, let's see, it says this one. Is it this one? No. That one, upright, okay. Yeah, Leo, you will have the last laugh, okay? Because they're all gonna get together and talk about you. It's the 5 of Staffs. Oh, you remember how great they were? I think we should make them another offer. Now, you remember here, right? There's those 3 cups, those 3 Bopsy twins over there, the trickster. Okay, then it's the trickster and the friend that's like, I shouldn't have listened. See those 2 cups? They're going to have a meeting. They're going to offer you the 2 of cups. And you're going to ride out like the charioteer all up in that victory, okay? And this may come from a Cancerian, okay? You may get the offer from someone who is Cancer. I feel like it's a Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer or a Pisces, okay? But it's coming through. You're going to get information, and you've got double victory this month. Double. You got the minor and the major. So you have learned, and what's interesting is with this 5 of Cups also, it's a very karmic situation. I think before in the past, you may have acted very immature and said things that maybe you shouldn't have because you knew you were right and they were wrong. And this time, you let it be. They had to come and ask for forgiveness. You're moving forward. I feel like some of y'all will be getting a new job offer, a new relationship, a new beginning. And that's why it's about releasing what was once there. All right? So to tie up this read, guys, my beautiful, beautiful Leos, we have Frog Mountain to kind of guide us through our retrograde. Now, this is about healing and traumas. This is reparations. And our first retrograde is on the 10th, and it's going to be the lower part of this card. And you'll see the salmon, right? And he's going upstream. And this is about determination, but returning to your home to get information through the waters of your emotions. Wisdom will finally be yours. It's time to understand your history. It's time to leap forward with joy, okay? You kind of feel like something was taken from you. But Jupiter's going to bring it back to you, okay? And it's going to be there from April 10th to August 11th. Now, the middle world is what I'm using to kind of describe what Pluto is. And Pluto's asking us to re-examine how we use power, right? And that's going to go all the way until October 3rd. It's going to be retrograde in the sign of Capricorn, okay? Cappy, making us go through the gigs again. So this is about facing a challenge to your identity. It's about feeling like something's being taken and stripped from you. This little girl's not allowed to go to school because they're saying that she couldn't go to the school because of where she was on the reservation. Her grandmother's holding her. So there's some family stuff going on. Almost feeling like you don't belong. And I just think this baby is so cute. Just look at the baby. Oh, she's so cute. Gee, I squeeze her cheeks. Anyways, it talks about harnessing the energy of the universe, okay? Calling upon the 4 quarters of the earth to get you on your journey. Some of y'all are leaving the situation on that chariot and you're not looking back. It's a beautiful ending. Now, at the top, it's the wolf. And the wolf is coming through and it's telling you, do you have a power animal to guide you through this? The white wolf waits for you on Frog Mountain. And the Frog Mountain turned into Frog Mountain because the 6 leaders listened to the frogs, and they went up there and they ended up having to eat the frogs so that they could survive. And because of the frogs and because they trusted the energy, they were able to survive. So the wolf isn't about being a lone wolf, but about being authentic in your life. It's time to travel. It's time to go. It's time to move forward. And you don't have to do it alone. All right? There's lots of people who want to support you. You were just connected to the wrong ones. Okay, Leo? Sorry, I'm going so long. When it comes to self-care, make sure you're doing things that are fun for you, enjoying yourself. Dress up, okay? And be picky. You see them kitty cats? Be picky about who you let pet you and get in your presence. And in love, it's about trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice. Have faith and trust your intuition. Your spiritual guidance is breaking the chain. There's ancestral patterns. You're healing and you're rewriting your future. You are breaking a lot of cycles. So be kind to yourself, all right? Now, your crystal is amazing night because you are what? Amazing. It reminds you to look beyond the obvious and the physical manifestations. This is about being honest and clear with yourself. It's very good at dispelling negative energies and blocking stress, okay? Now, this is beneficial for heart problems and strengthening the immune system. And it helps you to see your inner resources to overcome the communication obstacle. It's time to speak your truth. It's time to speak up. And it's time to stand in your power. Own your power, Leo, this month, all right? And those, I'm telling you, there's this one person, they tricked you or they're trying to trick you. You're going to know who they are. And you're just going to go and take your trophy self. I feel like that's you in the trophy case. And be like, look at everything I got. And you didn't want all this. Bye. All right, just like a Leo. So if you're interested in a read, hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com or on the gram at Ariana Luciano. Be blessed, fam.